What is a Cohen who ate a full fork, but they're not myself? That is worlds deceased. That means somebody who was near the entity we know as Jesus Christ when he was in a previous lifetime, same entity, but had the last name Cohen, and I'll name him the first name Joel. He had other people who were around himself that he didn't know how to be near them, and they picked up a fork and started eating hot food. They got the last name Cohen named to themselves, and they are not myself. The only one who eats in this world is myself, because I eat who and what you are around myself. And I was not in the world when Jesus was in the world, because he put me out of the world. I'm female here as to indicate that he gave me female genitals, and he doesn't have a life that way himself. So what's angry is there is somebody with the last name Cohen in a previous life that was alive illegally near myself in the early 1980s years, and he named himself the same last name as myself, which makes him possibly one of three people. And I know that he's not here now, but he's not supposed to be near me because he ate a full fork in front of Jesus' entity, elsewhere's named Joel Cohen, deceased. So what's wrong with it is I don't afford he's giving me the same trouble he would have given Jesus if Jesus was here in his place. And he's not alive that way, an illegal alive genital penis. He doesn't have a live that way. And I also don't have a live saying that I know who you are and that I'm going to tell you to stop and to leave me alone. I don't have other money at this point because his full fork eating annihilated Jesus and annihilated myself as well. I don't actually have a live anymore because of just this one entity to myself, but what would matter to himself is that he doesn't have a live of himself anymore near myself. That will be in the afterlife and never again after that. I'm the entity that you could say I'm the great-grandfather of Jesus, but I don't have a live here with Jesus. That's why it's not really fathering. It's not great-grandfather of Jesus because Jesus does not have a live in an illegal alive genital penis. That's not alive. So that's why I don't say who I am to somebody who's not myself, but I am citing that there's an illegal reincarnation of an entity that ate a full fork about Jesus, the entity. And now I'm saying it twice because there's two parts of the creator that were involved in the forking. That's somebody eating fork hot food. I have a spoon here for this pot pie. I could eat it with a fork, but I don't have a fork. I'm eating it with a spoon, but it's fork food. I'm eating fork food right now for dinner. And I don't have a way to get out of it that somebody is elsewhere eating a fork in a world that is deceased. And if you don't put your illegal alive genitals outside, I will have the burden of that you are inside and you have an illegal fork problem. It doesn't matter who has a penis, you have fork on your penis that is not myself. And I have been in so much torture as God because you don't understand who I am when I speak. I realize that, but I am the one who eats. I am the one who needs the food because I am surrounded by all of you. You are not myself. I need food. You don't need food because you don't like me. That's not what food is for. It's not really there for your entertainment. And somebody near Jesus in, let's say, world number 16. This is world number 17 I'm in right now. But world number, 15, 14, 13, there was eating going on. And you can't have your illegal genitals inside while I'm here because I'm eating. I'm eating that you're not myself, and you are supposed to die another way. I feel like you can't even HEAR hear me because you FORK in front of me. You're so dangerous and angry. You fork in front of me in a hospital with shock paddles in the emergency room. And I'm going to say it's Valley Hospital, Las Vegas, Nevada. You have shock paddles in your emergency room, and you are forking in front of me in that hospital on 2 floors. You do it in the emergency room, and you do it upstairs. In Valley Hospital Behavioral Health. You don't think you have a behavioral health problem? I can't stay out of your hospital is not fair. I'm deceasing myself out of Valley Hospital Behavioral Health Unit because you have shock paddles in your emergency room and you tell me I have to be eating in front of you and you are eating in front of me and you don't know you have that behavioral health problem. That's you having a behavioral health problem. You don't understand your shock paddles in public. They belong upstate in a prison with deceased address.